If you want to attract high-level decision makers like CEOs, CTOs, CIOs, founders, business owners for businesses with 50 to 1,000 employees, and you want to sell software development or AI automation services, you can only do this with video ads. And here is why and how to structure your video ads so that you can target the right people, because, spoiler alert, the video is the #1 targeting instrument. It's not the nitty-gritty details and interests and demographics you put in on Meta. It is the video. I will explain you why that is and how to make it work. Because if you don't know how to structure your video and your messaging, it will be not interesting enough for the right people you want to target, and you will mislead the algorithm to target the wrong people because, like, as an example, if you would show cat videos, then just everyone would engage with it because people want to see like entertaining content, for example, cats, on social media. So they would watch it, but this will signal to the algorithm that these are the right people, even though they are the wrong people. So your messaging from the first second down to second 60, 90, 120 is the most important part. So the question is not how can you attract or target decision makers on LinkedIn, Meta, or any other AI-driven marketing platform. The question is, how can you communicate something that they are really interested in so that the algorithm sees that this engagement are the right people and then show your ad to more of the right people. And in this video, I'm going to break down how to structure your video, why videos work best, and how to target high-level decision makers to get qualified and verified leads for software development or AI automation services on Meta. It's cheaper than on LinkedIn and it works much better, okay? If you don't believe this, I have all the data. I'm generating thousands of qualified leads for software development every single year and hundreds of clients. I've grown my own business from 0 to 13.4 million, 90% with online marketing, okay? So if you have more data, then of course your data is more valuable than mine. But if you have no data at all, or you just try to make it work but couldn't, then maybe it's not a channel, but that you couldn't make the channel work because you don't have the knowledge and the experience. So pay attention to this video. I will show you the most important thing, which is how to structure your videos. Good, this is the full sales system blueprint that we use to attract, nurture, and close software development clients, and then retain them with a retainer where you constantly optimize the solution you've built or provide support and maintenance, and then create a case study that you can feed into your marketing so that you build more trust automatically, which is, by the way, what makes referrals so powerful, because trust is inherited from the person that already trusts you. And with retargeting content, okay, that you see here on the bottom, you can show testimonials so that you build trust over time automatically and predictably. So I won't go into all details of this sales system. Let me give you just a breakdown of the 3 most important components. Here on the left side, we have the marketing system that ends when a lead was qualified with verified phone numbers, with confirmed budgets, and with valid contact information. And then the lead is handed over to the sales process, which means like they jump on a sales call, you explain the benefits of your services, you explain how they can start, you sell them, you close the deal, and then the delivery or fulfillment process starts. And the result here is a happy client, okay? While for the sales closing process, the result is a closed deal, and for the marketing process, the result is a qualified lead. And that's how you build a machine that really grows your business. And my clients confirm this all the time when they set this up, and they are getting quality, high quality software development leads and clients from Meta ads. They never thought this was possible, but the data and reality show it is. So in this video, I will show you how to structure your ad. And why this is important is because look at this, okay? How targeting works is using AI only. If you don't know how to make AI targeting work, you will never be able to succeed on these platforms. So in a nutshell, the creative finds the right audience. But what that means is that your creative needs to be speaking exactly to the right people and repel the wrong people. Because if you like talk about general things or just about yourself, which is what most technical founders do because they don't know better, then you are talking to the wrong people. Like literally almost everyone is interested in your video or not interested, but they watch it because they want to be like educated, or even worse, they are just curious what this is because they don't understand it. But then they signal to the algorithm that this is a qualified video watcher. And then what happens is that Meta shows your video to more people that are similar like those who watch your video already. And that's absolutely catastrophic because this will just get you worse leads every single day. Okay, so how to structure your ad the right way? Here we go. You definitely have to decide first about whom you want to target. That's your strategy. Like identify the person clearly and identify qualification attributes. I see it so often, people complain that their leads have not been good when they tested different marketing channels. Then I ask them, okay, which attributes are you missing from these leads? And then they don't know because they never created their strategy. They simply don't know what a quality lead looks like. So typically from our hundreds of funnels we built, the criteria we use to qualify a lead is, first of all, they have the right role, they are from the right industry, they have entered valid contact information, they confirm budget, and if there's something else, you can add it there, but this is the minimum criteria to make a lead, a qualified lead. A qualified lead is a lead worth nurturing. That means you can call them, you send them emails, you include them in your retargeting so that you build trust over time and move these leads, these qualified leads, further down your sales process. If you are getting in the wrong leads, well, you can also move them further down the sales process, but they will never buy because it's the wrong people. You cannot change this with content, but what you can change with the right content is the intent. So how much people want to work with you, right? That's only possible when you're getting the right people in. Then it makes sense to develop them, build trust, and move them down in your sales pipeline, okay? And you do that by providing information, by exposing content, giving them content so that they understand why it makes sense to work with you, what's the value, what makes it different compared to all the other hundreds of thousands of software and AI development businesses. Good, so you need to have the strategy first. That's the first and most important part before you create your ad. Based on the strategy, you know to which type of person you talk to and what the qualification criteria are. So now the first sentence, the first, let's say 5, maximum 8 seconds of your video have to talk to the identity of the person and mention the qualification criteria. Because this means that if a person starts watching and continues watching after you talked about who they are and other qualification criteria, then the algorithm gets the right signal that these are the right people. If you don't do this and you just talk about general software development, you get founders and startups who have no money at all. They just have an idea, and when they wake up tomorrow, they have another idea. So these are the wrong leads because they don't have money and they don't have a proper intent. So here's how you start, for example, the first line or the first sentence of a successful video ad to attract high-level decision makers. Let's say, for example, for AI automation services, you could start the ad with, if you are a CEO in a business with more than 50 employees, okay, that was just 3 seconds. And I mentioned everything that is important to identify the right person, CEO and minimum 50 employees. Now, during the rest of the video, we constantly talk about these qualification criteria again and again, okay, so that we have the opportunity to confirm to the right people that it's exactly for them and to repel the wrong people and make them stop watching the video because they finally realized it's not for them, okay? So that's the first row, identity plus the qualification criteria. So the next line is about the problem, okay? So that could be, let me repeat the beginning, if you are a CEO in a business with more than 50 employees, and now we talk about the problem, you are still wasting your time and money with manual processes using email, Excel, or paper and pen, then this is for you. Now we make it more relevant because we talk about the problem. You cannot sell to people who don't have a problem. So that's why the problem needs to be expressed very clearly, and this is one qualification criteria, that people have a problem that you can solve with your offer. Don't make the mistake and talk about problems you cannot solve, because then you are attracting the wrong people again. You might get leads, but you cannot close them because they have a problem or no problem and you cannot solve it, okay? So that's the next important part. By the way, if you are in a region where you could get, let's say, 10,000 clients, let's say you are in a small country such as Ireland or a specific region in the US, or a small country such as Malta or any other small country, okay, then mention this. Even if your country is bigger like Germany or UK or US, mention it, because when people hear that you are one of them, they instantly trust you a bit more. If you are a CEO in an established business in the US with a minimum of 50 employees and you're still struggling with manual paperwork, or you execute processes manually using Excel, spreadsheets, Word, Outlook, but you have no automation in place, then this is for you. Okay? Now, everything in the video, qualified or disqualified people. And now you can continue with like the meat, which is your offer, okay? How you solve this problem. Now you want to position your offer in a way so that it solves the problem you talked about initially, okay? And you want to always re-mention like for which type of person it is and which qualification criteria is important. So next you could say your offer as an elevator pitch in just one sentence. For example, in just 14 days, we develop your AI proof of concept to automate your most important process so that you can see which ROI you can get from AI in your business and see your team be a lot more productive with less work, fewer failures. And that's especially important when you have more than 50 employees, because then you will get the highest ROI. So here are the details. And then you move on with the details. And the details are not what you do, which is what most technical founders do wrong. The details are the additional benefits they get when working with you. Okay, for example, full integration with all your other existing systems. Relieve your team, reduce stress, reduce failures, increase profit margins, right? And then of course you talk a bit about how you do this, but that's what you want to do. You don't want to say, we do a discovery workshop, we gather your requirements. That's boring, nobody wants this, okay? So that's the next part. And then you should be able to build some trust. If you have case studies, mention them or show them. Okay, that is not an absolute requirement, but it makes your ad a bit better because people see, okay, they did it for others, so chances are high that it could also work for me. So that's how we launch sales funnels or marketing campaigns to get high quality software development leads or leads for AI automation services and generate leads from anywhere, from like you see it here, okay, from below $100 in the US, or here below 100 pounds in the UK, okay, or here like from anywhere from 70 to, this is a bit high, 200, I would switch this off if it's not even already switched off, in the US, okay. And then here are, some others like around 50 pounds, and here, this is crazy. That's limited to a specific region because this is a funnel that already just started and is 7 days old. But you see, you can get crazy results even with AI ads, okay? This account runs ads, video ads only with AI, but they follow the structure I just gave you. And that's how you get cheap, qualified leads. Now, to be clear, what is a qualified lead? Well, this is how a qualified lead looks like, okay? So they confirm that they have a decision maker role, that they have the minimum size you require them to work with you. Right here, same information, they confirm a budget of 25K for an AI proof of concept or for prototype. Okay, we can also show here, for example, to verify the phone number. In this case, it's true when the phone number that has been entered in the contact information is validated using an SMS code. And that's how you get high quality leads with confirmed budgets for software development or AI automation processes. And the number one thing you need to get right is your messaging, okay? That's everything. Without the proper messaging, without the proper offer that is interesting for the right people you want to target, without that, you will never be able to make this work for you. But if you are able to position your business and your services as a solution in your marketplace, then you just have to communicate it the right way and communicate the benefits and not the activities, which means you communicate what your clients get and not what you do. Then you will get high quality leads of decision makers with confirmed budgets in businesses ranging from 10 to 1,000 employees, no matter which country you are. The only thing you need is an attractive offer and a proper messaging. But after you watch this video, you know how to structure your message. Now you need to create video ads. You can do this with AI or record the video ads manually, edit them nicely, and then set up your funnel. Make sure you also have a gatekeeper where you qualify people, right? So qualifying means asking these questions and let them confirm some of these attributes that you consider as qualification attributes to make sure that you only report qualified leads to the algorithm so that Meta can show your ad to more qualified people. The opposite is the case. If you feed trash data or unqualified leads to the algorithm, Meta will just target more unqualified people for you. And that's how you throw your money out of the window. If you got some value from this video, I would appreciate if you give me a like and subscribe. If you want us to implement a sales funnel for you, we do this with a performance guarantee. We guarantee 10 qualified and verified leads of decision makers with confirmed budgets in 30 days, or you get a refund of our service fee. If that's interesting for you, link is below this video. Looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Cheers and happy scaling.